Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Yo, Unlucky dude, calm down, bro. Calm down, Unlucky Jr. It's okay, bro. It's okay. We get the idea, Unlucky Jr. Great. You got an album out. Big woof. No, y'all, I'm just over here kicking it, y'all. It's your boy Señor Gigio. Today is a good day. It is Friday the 13th, and it's weird because it's an unlucky day, right? It's an unlucky day, but I feel lucky. I feel very lucky today. I feel lucky and blessed to be able to continue doing what I love to do and to create what I love to create and to share what I love to create. You know, the music, the art. And today I've got the new album out, Unlucky Jr., Lounge Songs for Losers, the 13-track concept album. Okay. With beats by my brother Celador. And I mean, beyond just beats, he co-produced it with me, you know, so think about the production aspect of it. It's the beats, but it's also the mixing. It's also the sampling, sounds, you know, sound bites, sound clips, the ambiance, everything, sound effects. He went toe to toe with me on that. And he also recorded the album too. So we did this album together. So there's not a lot of I don't have a lot of albums out where I've like physically done it with the producer I was working with. And I don't even really have a lot of, I mean, in more recent years, you know, most of my stuff I recorded myself now, you know, so I don't always get in the lab with other people these days. I just do my thing and record it here in my humble little studio, my humble little recording space, and I send it off to my brother D-Wiz to do the mix and master on it. But this particular album, 2019, we recorded it together. Me and Celador, we recorded it, and we, you know, putting everything together, everything that you hear on the album. So the album's out now, and it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on YouTube, it's on Amazon, it's on all these different kinds of streaming platforms. It's also on Bandcamp, so you can download it directly on my Bandcamp, and you can even go to my website and download it there. And so I also have, you know, I was showing these off. I got the physical albums too. I got the physical album, the CD, and for the first time, this is my first ever, I got tape cassettes. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. So, and if you purchase the album, or, you know, if you purchase the CD or the tape cassette, it comes with the digital download. So the music's out there. I want you guys to go check it out. Go check out the album. Go listen to it. But, you know, that's not exactly why I hopped on here right now to make this vlog. Really, I just wanted to kind of capture my thoughts and kind of some insights on what I'm feeling right now and just everything. Now, so I feel so content. I feel very content. I feel so much peace with the release and the completion of this album today. Now, I've put out a lot of albums, you know, throughout my life, really, as a kid, but for purposes of this story that we're telling, the Señor Gigio story, which has been 9 years of Señor Gigio. I threw Señor on my name, and that was you know, in 2017, and that was as a token to myself that I'm taking my music and my art in a new direction, in a direction that was all about mastery, self mastery, mastering the craft, mastering the art, mastering the lyricism, and just really like being a master, super duper creative and a professional and doing what I said I was gonna do. And then some. That's what Senor Gigio has been about since the beginning of this journey. Now, like, you know, there have been so many different pockets and moments and things throughout my life and like putting out music and pursuing hip hop music and rapping that have like uh, you know, kind of fed into like my overall experience. I'll tell you, like, you know, I remember like in 2009, 2010, some of the projects that I had put out, like just kind of casually. I mean, I guess you could say casually. What was casual about it was that I didn't give a damn in that I was who I was and I was creating what I was creating and that's how the fuck I felt about what I was doing and take it or leave it, love it or hate it, it's that real shit and I already knew that when I was putting it out at that time that that's how real it was. I'm like whatever, boom, like what you going to say about it? That was my attitude, you know, and I remember like a few of those projects at that time, like amassing like anywhere between 600 to 1,000 downloads on Bandcamp within like a month's time, you know. But I was just putting it all out there for free, and maybe you know not really focus on trying to like sell it and whatnot. Um, Now, like in hindsight, it's still not about the money for me, and I'm gonna get to that point now too. But like, let's say in hindsight, like, damn, like, you know, like 600,000 downloads on something, you know, I would be much more prepared on what to do, you know, if that were the event these days of being able to follow up and get everybody's, you know, the email list and then just follow up with people because what you like what you come to learn is that like, you know, like making music you know, it's all about relationships, but the first relationship that counts is a relationship that you have with yourself as an artist and with your voice and with your truth and with your soul. That's like the base. That's the fundamental relationship, the foundational relationship. Then it's your relationship with um the actual music itself and with your actual discipline, you know, around honing your craft, you know, and then that's, I mean, that depending on who you are, I mean, that's just as important, really, you know what I'm saying? It's important to me because I've always prided myself in trying to be excellent and looking to excellence and wanting to be great at what I do and not just be another clown who's just look at me and following trends and shit. Like I always was like, shit, I got skills, you know, and that means something to me. I've never been one to just like jock anybody because they were popular or amassing some kind of, you know, commercial success. I've always been like, well, where are the skills at? Okay, where's the talent at? I don't everything else is all whatever. It's nothing. It don't last really, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just and that's just natural to me. It's just how I feel it in my spirit and in my body. Like I have a natural reaction to that kind of thing. But at the same time though, like when it's real and when I feel it and it's, you know, then it's special to me. And then I have a lot of respect for people and for artists who hone their craft and hone their skills continuously, especially people who do it over a long like period of time and continue to do that because, it's easy to get lazy with your craft because these things like, the accolades, the notoriety, the popularity, the praise, all of those things, like if we're not careful, if at least if we don't honor what we're doing, if we don't really honor and respect the discipline of being, like a skilled musician, a skilled entertainer, a skilled lyricist, honoring your discipline, then like, you know, those things can completely throw you off your game. And that's when you see people who were at different times, or at least at one point, they were great, but they let all that other shit get in the way. And now it's just like, here, I'm famous. That's what you want to see, right? Or here, you like me. You want to see that, right? You like me. So I've always had an an aversion and a sensitivity to that. I should say I've had a sensitivity to being careful with that because it's like, to me, like nothing has been worth like sacrificing my artistic integrity. And the integrity is always in the skill and in the discipline. That's what it is. Because look, in my life and in my journey and in what I do as an MC in my lane, if there were no skills involved, y'all wouldn't know who I am. There would be no platform at all, nothing. You wouldn't even be picking up on this right now. I wouldn't have made it this far because that's how I built my name, my reputation, my brand, all of that way before, I put Senor, on it, and it was Senor Gigio. I already had my reputation and my experience and just, my respect as a real lyricist, as a real MC, as someone who is not gonna waste your time on stage or in the cuts in a cipher or whatever it is, on the track. Um, so, and being able to relate to other MCs from around everywhere on that level, so it's all about the respect from other MCs too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I came into this because it's like we're the ones who inspire each other to want to be better and to be great. And when you meet other MCs and other lyricists, other artists who are taking, their passion in that direction to be like, I'm showing up, I'm bringing my skills. Can you tell I've been working on it? Here's what, you can see it, you can feel that these are people who are dedicated and who are willing to push it to the next level, to show up and be in your face and be like, in your face with it. So that's always been important to me. And the other thing that's been important is it's natural, I think, is that, we want people to listen to it. So today, I'm just grateful that people, it don't matter how many people are listening to it. It doesn't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Just the fact that some cats are listening to it, people are listening to it from around the world, pretty much. People I haven't met, that's cool. And I'm grateful for that, Um, I just trust the process now. I'm learning how to trust the process. And the thing with it, it's about the creative process and trusting the creative process. And obviously, that might be something that, you may have heard me speak on, if you've been following my journey. But there's different levels to that trust because trust is about relationship, so there's trust building, even though that's always been my mantra and that's always been like at the heart and at the core of what I do. It's still, like it still has to be refined because when you trust the process, that's the joy in everything. Like today, I I'm happy, I'm content. I don't even like how do I say this? Like it's like I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Like I know that the work is done and that the work is out there and that, like I've pushed it and will continue to push it as much as I need to. Um and that's it, man. I mean, I've been in different today is like the first time that I've put an album out where I've felt peace, where I felt, real this much peace and contentment, and I mean, I've been proud. I've always been excited. Of course I've always had excitement around like the day that my album drops, that's for sure. But I can reflect and I can see how there have been so many different release dates where I've been maybe like, I've had anxiety or just wondering like, oh shit, you like, damn, is it gonna hit? Is it gonna hit? And it's natural to feel that way, it's understandable, but like, shoot, the way I feel about it today is like, it already hit. It been hit. you know, because it's like the music and the art and the way that I'm doing things and the way that I've always been trying to do things, and I have to like there's so much in that fuels the thought behind what I do, and really like the last year and a half I've had to circle back to like my true fundamental like principles on what it is that informs me to do what I do. Cause I got a little maybe lost in the sauce, you could say, or maybe I got a little I don't know, maybe just like influenced externally. Um so I've had to return to my craft and to my art form and to what I do to really remember what it is. And I mean, on on one level, it's like I make the music and I make the art for the day, for today. Like, yes, it's out today. It's out today. Go listen to it today. That's what's up. Like, support it, absorb it. Go listen to it. I make it for you, you who are listening. Yes, I make it for you. I make it for you who is listening, but you don't have to listen to it now. Maybe you won't listen to it today. I mean, I'm making this thing on different levels too, where it's like the work is done. Somebody will hear it in another life. I don't even have to be here to be alive. This could be way, after I've passed on, that somebody will listen to it. That maybe it's for that person. Maybe it's for somebody who's going to discover it, 50 years after I've transcended planet Earth. That's cool with me too. I listen to music like that still. And I know you do too. I know that people like the people who love music and who really like, fiend for this shit. We're always discovering new things, and a lot of music has been recorded and has been made, and the people who are making it when they made it, they didn't get their flowers and the time, maybe they didn't get their proper recognition, their flowers. A lot of people got, screwed over by the industry, in the recording industry, the music industry. But guess what though? They had that feeling and they had to put it down. That's the most human thing ever, And that's the true essence of why we do what we do. It's the spirit, it's the soul. It's like, damn, like I could listen to something that somebody made in a whole other era and feel the spirit of it, and that reaches my spirit, that touches my spirit, and I'm slapping it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like all this shit that has to do with these ideas about the industry and trying to do things in like a fixed way. Really, like none of that shit matters. I don't care too much to try and figure it out. To be honest, to me, it's just plain and simple. I make the art, I put the love and the time into it, and I work with my collaborators when we're making it. I'm taking care of them, they're taking care of me, and then we take it to the next. We keep taking it to the next stage. We mix it, we master it, we make sure it's quality, we make sure we love it, we make sure it's good enough for us to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's home cooked. And then it's just like, you know, y'all listen to it. I hope y'all listen to it. I'm grateful that I've been able to like even like reached as many people as I've had in my life doing what I've done, and doing this, like especially with like most of my time doing it has been with just not too much regard to like, oh, I don't know, just being like I don't know, being like a fan person or something like that. I really don't know. I haven't been the best at it in the past. I didn't really care so much about it. I care a lot more about it now. But, it's just like, it's a blessing. It truly is. So it's here. It's here for y'all. Y'all can enjoy it. Um and that's, I don't even know where I'm going with it next, but yeah, I just feel peace, contentment. I feel the grace of being able to actually just release. Oh, it's release. Oh, I feel peace from that. Just, you know, that was good. That was good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah. On that note, that's I guess I could come back to trusting the process. That's the reward of trusting the process, that I can come to that point today. I didn't know how I was going to feel today. I'm like, even with a lot of like my work that I do, there's a lot of parts that I'm doing where I am like super 10 steps ahead of the game. There is a lot of that. There is a lot of like pre-planning 10 steps ahead of the game, but majority of it is like active, on the go, figuring it out as I go, doing it as I go, in being intuitive with it, feeling it, feeling myself, feeling my surroundings, seeing what doors are open, seeing what windows are open, looking through here, looking through there, trying to put a little bit here, put a little bit there. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Okay, move it over here. Oh, that did work actually. Let me come and take a step back. That's mostly how I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? That works for me. And I feel like it's a lot more, I think, in line with a creative life, because the idea here too is that to have longevity doing what we love to do. What's fundamental to do that is that you don't want to lose the joy in doing what you love to do, and you don't want to lose the thrill of creating something that excites you. So that's how I feel about it today. And that's the reward that I get to feel today, is just peace. I feel peace. I feel blessed, contented, to have this out, you know what I'm saying? And just grateful for the journey. And just trusting. I trust the process, really. There's so much on the table right now. It's amazing, really. It's truly amazing how much cool, creative things, wonderful collaborations, things in the works that are on the table right now, that it's like everything is just, it's just like it's doing what it needs to do, so there's more to come, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for, rocking with your boy. And yeah, so what else can I, let me come back to some of the original points I wanted to, let me try and reinstate this too, so I don't do it. I don't do this for money. Money is not a motivation. I think that that is that you're going to shoot yourself in the foot if your only incentive in trying to carve out a life for yourself as a musician, as an artist, is to be money motivated. So that's not why I do what I do. Money helps for sure, but it's not the incentive and it's not the reason why I do what I do. And also I don't care for popularity. That popularity is fleeting. It is it's here today, it's gone tomorrow. So, you know, I don't rock for that reason either. I'm in it for, you know, to continue growing as an artist, and to continue exploring my artistry and my inspirations, chasing my inspirations, and manifesting it, and sharing it with people, and making real organic connections in life through my work, through my art. So those are real organic connections with other artists, with other people who support the arts, with friends all around the planet. That's why I do what I do. So thank you once again. I appreciate y'all. Señor Gigio. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Come on, y'all. Hey, one love, peace. You're a success too. We're all successful. Let's share in the success. We're alive. All right, we're alive. So, and we get to choose how we view things. We get to choose how we relate to what we do, and we get to choose what it is that we want to do and how we want to do it. Okay? So, and for that, we are raw. So, peace.